Steve, it was some comeback, 1-0 down at half-time and a result of 3-1 against Dulwich Hamlet. You must be very pleased.
Very pleased indeed. We needed the 3 points massively today. With other teams losing as well, that's helped us a bit more. But we had trust and faith in the players. We knew what we had on the bench to bring on. So to lose the goal we did, we was disappointed. But it's a great free kick and he attacks it well. If we do that, we're praising our team. They had another chance where the blokes crossed it from the far side and it's hit the post, but that's a cross, that ain't a shot. I don't think Harrison's had another shot to save all game. So credit to our back line, credit to our forward line for taking the chance when they come along, and credit to every player because I thought they worked their socks off and we done really, really well in the second half. We didn't lose lose a plot at half time like sometimes we do because we knew they hadn't really hurt us, you know, and we knew that we could get back into it. Then we tweaked it a little bit by bringing the subs on and changing the system, and we got our just rewards and the players deserve it.
You said about changing the system that it seemed to be much more of an attacking play and just rewards with Marcel coming on and getting a goal.
Yeah, pleased for Marcel. Like I say, he's been out the team the last couple of games, but he's come on and scored. And that's what we've got. We've got a group of players that are disappointed when they're not starting, disappointed when they're not in the squad, disappointed when they're sitting on the bench and all that. And when they come on, they do their job. When they start, they do their job. And when they're in the stands, they're supporting their teammates. So we've got a good group of players. Changing the system, it helped. I thought that in the second half, we kept the same system as the first half, like we played all season. And we was getting them on the back foot. And then we just thought we'd go at it with 20 minutes to go, 25 to go and get ourselves back in and force a winner. And we've done it. Like I say, second half, Harrison's been a spectator.
Talking about the Dulwich, a few fans around the ground had fond memories of you playing in a Dulwich kit.
Yeah, I love my time there. I was only a young lad. There's a couple of lads in here, the older players that I'm going to have a drink with that have come to watch the game. So it'd be nice to catch up with them. But yeah, no, I had some great times at Dulwich Hamlet. It got my move into the National League. So I've got to thank them for that. But it's a great club, great people, great support base. And like I say, I had a great time there. And I just hope that they can get the points required to stay in this league because it's a massive club that's got great potential. And like I say, they will turn it around.
It's very tight at the top, like you said, games being won, drawn, lost all around us. How do you keep the team level-headed?
Well, they know they've got 4 games to play, 4 games to win, and then they're in the playoffs. And that's been our aim all the way through the season, you know, to win as many games as possible to see where it ends up. I told you at Christmas, we've got to then another 10 games we've got to look at and see where we are, and we was in a good position. I don't think we've been out the top 5 since October, November, which for our first season has been remarkable in terms of our players' consistency. If we lose a game, we bounce straight back. That's 4 wins out of 5 now, taking away the Lewis game where they were good, but we were very bad in terms of our players not being on the front foot and as hungry as we normally want. But we got a reaction from them, and that's kicked on again. We've got a reaction at Wingate, reaction today. We've got to go to hashtag next week, and that's going to be another tough game. Whitehall here, Chatham, and then we finish Folkestone here. So we've got some really, really tough games. But what we've got to do is we've got to try and keep plugging away, getting the points on the board. And then at the end of the season, if we've got enough to stand in playoffs, this club will be very happy. And me as a management, staff, players, we'll all be happy to be in them playoffs. But we've got to work extremely hard with these 4 games to go.
It is hashtag away next weekend. Last time they came here, it was a 5-1 defeat, a heavy loss. I think the biggest loss that you've had since taking over the team. How are you going to combat that this time?
Well, we'll watch the video on their game today and previous games because that ain't just a one-off. They're a good side. They're up there. They're up there for a reason because they're a good side, and we've got to try and nullify their threats and exploit their weaknesses like we do with every team. And if we can do it on the day, we'll be very pleased. If we can't, we dust ourselves down and we go again. And I say that all the time because this league's unforgiving. If you take your foot off the pedal and think you can go and do something different or turn the page, then teams hurt you, and we can't allow that to happen. So we've got to go with the same mindset, same determination, same dedication, and at the end of it, quarter 5, hopefully we've got the 3 points to stay in the round in playoffs.
Thank you for your time, Steve. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks very much. Cheers.